Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today we've got the Minnesota Vikings and the New Orleans Saints. The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. Taken in at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Cook. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
They're going for it. Here's Madison. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll go Madison up the middle. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So on 4th down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota. And this will pin him nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper. And down he'll go at the 25. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a 1st down. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the 1st down. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. He'll pick up 7 there on the 1st down keeper. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Play fake. Winston.
Why are you throwing that fucking low, dude? Come on, the bull, bro. I hate that shit.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. For the offense, it looked like that drive had the makings of something good. They were starting to hit a groove.
Oh,
the defense clearly had other ideas, not only to force the turnover, but to handle the scoring themselves.
Yeah, no panic in their eyes. Was their partner?
Bullshit,
Think about it this way. A Hall of Fame coach once told me the best characteristic he liked out of his teams was that they didn't flinch. This group, they got pushed back in an early series, kept their composure, and made a big play.
Damn, bro.
Joseph now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
All right, bro. I can't believe what he's doing, bro.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Back to it after the pick six. Winston trying to get it.
My fucking God. What are you doing, bro? What are you doing? You ain't even trying to put it there. He's just always going.
Take possession of the football. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Following the interception, Cousins. Intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Pass is tipped, but he's still able to bring it in. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Come on, man. He's hitting on the
but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas. They're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
They go play action. Winston. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds.
What?
So it's incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
Come on, man. Pass interference.
Knocked away and incomplete.
That's good, man.
First time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Let's do it like that.
Now Winston on 4th down.
Oh man,
Jameis
look my
intercepted the
ass.
third time. And the
I
Vikings
should
are going
just
to
took
get the
that
ball
field.
back on the turnover
I'm being
as they hold on
doing
third
it.
down. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams,
I'm just giving the
when
word
a
again.
mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0
I'm
ball
not even
game.
putting it
Line of
over.
scrimmage, the
We should
31
get
now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. Play action now, Winston.
What? Come on, man. No way, bro. No way.
And the
No
Vikings
fucking
are
way,
take
bro.
possession as
No
they got
way.
it at the 42-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some
No
away on that
fucking
snap.
way, bro.
Look, let's face it, as
No
we
way.
advance further into this
He's
game,
on that like
that
that.
play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were getting?
Thank you.
Third interception thrown by Cousins. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
So the first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Come on, go.
They'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper,
I
though,
got
but it
to
leads
give
to a
him
3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, the risk-reward and him taking hits.
Touchdown, Saints! Adam Troutman as the first half is winding down. And the Saints have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Runs good on the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
I picked off him.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a first down. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down.
I want to back play. I want to back play.
And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
That's my ball.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
Only
a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take some short, steady bursts.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up the fourth down. Will Lutz now to try the New Orleans field goal. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And the kick is good. He needed a little help there from the crossbar, but the carom goes his way.
Oh, man. I almost missed that kick. Damn, good kick shot.
The strongest of kicks we've seen him make, but he gets a favorable bounce, and it's 3 points all the same.
Yeah, that was one of those where he needed the 6-iron, but he pulled out the 9-iron. That one was run out of gas quickly, but he does manage to pop it over the ball.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus on you guys now.
Good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Throwing, Cousins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
On 3rd down, Cousins.
David.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Pete Werner. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field, going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Come on. man, no fucking way, bro. Get out of there, bro.
It's
No
Cameron
way.
Dantzler who
No
picks it.
way.
And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it.
No fucking way, bro. Get the fuck out.
Field, a breakaway. He's at the 50, the 30.
Get the fuck out, bro. Get the fuck out, bro. You holy fucking shit, bro.
Dalvin Cook, 98 yards. And
Get
the
the
Vikings
fuck
have
out,
taken the
bro.
lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter.
On a halfback draw, ain't that some shit?
Massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired. Joseph now to kick this one
That's
away.
some bullshit, bro.
We'll see a return here from the end zone. Now a hit.
Oh my fucking god, come on with the bullshit, bro. Come on.
And they are going to take over right
Oh
there
my
at the
fucking
22-yard
lord.
line.
How many times in the course of a game do you talk about momentum
Oh
plays?
my
And I
fucking
think we
lord.
just saw one
Really?
there.
Bro.
Just
Man, you
scored,
really
right?
up me like I'm trying to come back.
Went downfield, got the ball free again, and picked it up. They got a chance to really get the momentum on their side now.
Thank you.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Like Lord fucking Jesus, you will do that to me at the end of anything. This whole game's over, bro.
To throw, Cousins. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he's going to be
I'll take that to
16. One of the bigger plays in the
man, with the
game.
160, I fucking got
As we come up on a big third down. Third down, here's a run by Cook.
the fucking the same halfback crowd.
Inside the 10 to the 7. 133 yards rushing for him now as he has been.
He's gonna do that same halfback draw again.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Caught on a slant. That's a game.
Dead ass. Man, gonna throw him the lead.
With them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Cook. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Again, it's Cook.
Well, I swear to God, bro. If you don't get no better than cheating in that.
Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead.
You don't get no better than cheating in that.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
Damn, man, you just fucking it all over again.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown.
I probably win one play.
Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Man, just
The last
really
time out, they had a good
time,
drive going. You get in the red zone, they throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure is good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
And some space here. A really nice
Shoot
effort
out
that time. 12
over
yards on the
twice.
keeper, picking up the 1st. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Watch him make me throw the ball low.
Off the play fake, Winston. He gets it left side to Johnson. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Throwing, Winston.
Come on, bro. Nobody even owns you.
Pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
Look at that. Come on, bro. Come on.
He's been coached really well.
Yeah,
to
man.
not
I want
show
to
that he's
fuck
having a
you.
problem.
Fuck
You know, they
that.
always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's
think
off
we can go
balance,
low.
the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Yeah, that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running
Hate
another
this
4th
game,
down.
bro.
They decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought
He
you
gonna
did.
do the draw plays and run the clock
Let me
down
do
now.
that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law, and it's 9/10 of this game, too. Having the football counts.
You're so litigious.
I told you.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
This is over,
The
bro.
recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If
Look,
he's not there,
it's like, bro, look at this shit,
just make
bro.
sure you hang on to the football.
He's just running the ball.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Following the good run by Cook. Here's
I
another
don't
first
need
and
her
10.
there on this one, bro. That's how you gonna get in.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all
That's
else
it,
he's
bro.
taken down.
I don't need her
The
down, bro.
defense will
I'm
burn
still
their
working
3rd
that
and
time.
final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On 2nd down, Cook.
And this will be a Vikings first down as he's got this out to the
You don't call
35-yard
timeout.
line.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he'll be out of bounds
Good
after
Lord,
getting
man.
this
Just
one
go with
across
the game
40.
over there.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking
He gonna try to throw, but you know I can't come back now.
because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and we have it in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take
You gonna
a
throw
knee,
the
the
left
game was
pass? I
over.
already know.
The Giants ran it one more time, ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978, I think.
What did I tell you? You do that. Everybody do that same shit.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue
gonna do
to
it
ratchet
again.
up the
You're not gonna
intensity a
stop.
couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Wait a minute, get the game over, bro.
Throwing here, Cousins. And just
Thank
not
you.
enough
Fuck out
on the
stick,
throw
bro.
there.
How you doing
Got
that
his
shit?
feet and incomplete. So the final seconds have ticked.
tired of playing the Eagles now, bro. Everybody using the fucking Eagles.
We're in the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Tonight we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Everybody using the Eagles.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off
We
we
were
go
already
from Lincoln Financial Field.
This taken in at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
He's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice pickup, 10 yards and a first down on the keeper. Result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. To throw, Winston.
This one taken in by Olave. And he is going to have a Saints first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
On play action, Winston. Looking for Johnson. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. Trying. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Well, they were advancing the ball. They had a couple first downs under their belt, but a big mistake there on the opening drive leads to 6 points the other direction.
And what a good read that was on his part, Brandon, because it prevents a possible scoring drive with how they were moving things along. And it gives the defense the early advantage. It was going to be a definitely entertaining battle between these units.
This fielded right at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Winston.
Throwing out right here, caught by Olave.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
Winston a give. It's Kamara.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. He's down to about the 40. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a third down. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. In motion, the tight end. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Here's Winston. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. And he is going to lose yardage here. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Winston now. Got an open man. It's Olave. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay up.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Taysom Hill, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Saints are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And nowhere to
fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Oh, you mean?
To throw is Winston. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Winston to Thomas, and it's a New Orleans first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taysom Hill with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints have moved out in front. Luck's good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 30.
Go fuck up. Yeah, fuck up. You're watching.
Here's Hurts to throw. This is Smith to the ground.
Get in front of the
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Goddard. And he'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Hurts. is going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Throwing is Hurts. Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown.
Too much time.
And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Elliott good on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
Too much time. So only 2 for it's time to
tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Let's field goal.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. They go play action. Winston. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Maddox. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side
right
before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
Thank you.
The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy.
Oh my God! I didn't open right.
He'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And some room to work. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dive into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Hurts. And it'll be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off.
Play fake. Winston. And for the first time tonight, it's an interception. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick-6.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if finally we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now it's a bootleg with Winston.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Desperation time. Winston on 4th down.
It's nothing he thought about it.
And he takes this one back in.
Oh, it's like, what are you doing? You're causing game, James. Oh.
the NFL on EA. From the foot of the Rockies in Denver, Colorado. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the New Orleans Saints and the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. This is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Play action now, Winston.
Oh my fucking God. Come on, bro. Come on. Bro, so tired.
The Broncos are going to take possession of the football. That's kind of a dope.
After this game,
interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball in the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. Now Wilson. And that
I couldn't get my pick. What is it?
Here on its opening
Yeah, I couldn't get no pick. No pick like that.
It's third down.
I watch the kiss this. Another field.
On third down, Wilson. Throw right side is going to be caught by Junior.
Four down, let's go.
And he will not get what he needed as he stopped short of the first down at around the 22. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson.
I told you, bro, I get fucked every time, bro. Every fucking time.
And he is going to have a Broncos first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now a first down carry.
Okay, so that's it over with.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now
Well, I told you, you're going to run Russell.
right.
Russell no funny. Hey, bro, he ready.
The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
I know you're going to use this fucking Cowboys. These fucking Broncos just for the
They'll try to run it in with Murray. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line. Because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Williams. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line.
Come on.
They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back.
Oh, fucking God.
Touchdown, Denver. Andrew Beck punching it in from a yard away. And the Broncos use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Wilson going to throw for it.
Thank you.
End zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before.
Every time over, they do all the game.
Kamara up the middle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Winston.
Come on, man. Come on. Get off me.
Behind him, incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On third down, Winston.
Hey, come on, who's blocking?
Take him down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
He was passing
Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oh, he passing the
Head scratcher there, and it'll be a turnover on downs. And they'll run the
Oh my God, they're running the quarterback
just outside of the 30. And just a yard to go here on second down. They run from the shotgun with Murray.
Oh, I'm in time.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Six 0 our score after one. The option to give to Williams here.
Oh God, man. Get the fucking guy
Just
in
put
here.
downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage.
Look at being the back to
Eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line.
Oh my fucking God, man. I'm just out of this shit, bro.
He couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
He made the game so boring.
Antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Coverage of the NFL has us at the Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the New Orleans Saints. Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. And not much room there, so get it up only to about the 21. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. On play action, Winston. Thomas brings it in. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
17 there and a New Orleans first down. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper it at 2nd and 1.
Someone's looking fresh, and his O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
And he's got some space here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards, first down. Inside the 25. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down. Keeper. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. A throw over the middle, taken in by Troutman. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. Jameis to throw it.
Oh, my God.
Incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Winston to throw for it on 4. Touchdown! Chris Olave on the touchdown toss for Jameis Winston. And the Saints' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. On 2nd and 9, Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. First down, Prescott. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Now a second down throw for Winston. Left side complete to Troutman. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. And this looks like a roughing call. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Taysom Hill, 22 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
They're looking for the man, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And take possession of the football. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. A solid run down inside the 30. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. He'll pick up 7 there on the 1st down keeper.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taysom Hill with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fields it right around the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. To throw again on second down. Prescott. Open man is Noah Brown. And out across midfield down to the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Prescott yet again. Towards the end zone for Brown. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here. They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Quick throw to Olave. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a 1st down. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Final play of the half here, Winston. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Now.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Taking it about the 1. Oh, a good return up past the 30. He's at the 40. The 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
I'm about to go to bed.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36.
I'm ready to lose anyway. I'll give it back to you.
4th down, Winston. Crossing route catch made by Johnson. And he is going to have the Saints first down. It's a gain of 12 on fourth. And he's taken down at the 50 after
it's over,
a
man.
gain of 2. They go play action. Winston. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
No, I just cut the motherfucker off. I'm driving all I want. I'll give you game.